It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more. And as they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Porter. Now here's Lillard. Powell finds Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. Offensive rebound. Covington passes to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Jokic. Back to Rivers. At the elbow. Jokic. Here's Gordon. Tries again. And he makes good on the layup. Jokic has got the first points of the night for Denver.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lillard's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Pass to Rivers. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
That's a 2 from Lillard. That one a little long.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Jokic missing. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Rivers. Let's go. McCollum no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Covington with the steal. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Lillard outside. Covington dishes to Lillard. And there's the feed to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also, at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Anthony against Rivers. Jones for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Harrison passes to Rivers. Over Jones. Rivers can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Kept alive. Jokic. Outside Gordon. Picked away. And now Portland on the break. Stolen by Gordon. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Trying to get something going. And Jokic slams it in.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Dishes to Cantor. Pass to Simons. The putback. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rivers gets a wide open look. And no good on the last second attempt this time. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trail Blazers, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Here's Millsap after Enes Kanter's basket. Millsap dishes to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harrison. Releases. And again, it's Denver.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And the Trailblazers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Anthony in the corner. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. And the Nuggets going the other way.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Al Gordon following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. A second chance effort. Anthony with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Here's McCollum. It's deflected. They retain possession. Second chance shot. Here's Kanter. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Kanter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Harrison passes to Green. Pass to Rivers. Millsap trying to get open, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his first basket of the night. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Passes it to Anthony. Kanter inside. Millsap's there. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Simons. They grabbed their own miss. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. And Anthony sends it back. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And there's the pass to Rivers. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Jones. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Lillard. Unloads. Portland again missing.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
46 seconds left in the first half. Outside Porter. Here's Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And when Jokic gets rolling, all 250 pounds of him, he's a load to try to stop off the bounce.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Porter with it. Lillard picks him up. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Now Lillard. And yes, it's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys.
We've got Aaron Gordon. Also, Michael Porter's out there. Austin Rivers is out there with Jokic. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now Gordon following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. McCollum against Rivers. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. And McCollum launches it from deep. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Gordon. And a switch here also for Portland. Anthony's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rebound by the Nuggets. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And a switch here also for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Millsap left side. Right side, Green. Back to Millsap. Shoots over Nurkic. And another miss by Denver.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
That one goes. Count it.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Outside, Green. He dishes it to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Rivers can't get it to go. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
Denver in the lead. Down low, here's Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Powell dishes to Anthony. Powell against Rivers. For the tie. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rivers kicks to Green. To the paint. And there's Porter on the assist from Green. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
Pass to Lillard. And it's Anthony at the elbow. A 3-ball. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Carmelo. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 3-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Denver leading by 5. Porter passes to Rivers. Feeds to Green. Nurkic trying to get open, and Green gets it to go. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lillard finds Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Green in the post, covered by Anthony. Rivers in the corner. Passes to Porter. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Denver on top. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Ennis Cantor, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Now here's Porter. Gordon kicks to McGee. Gordon dishes to McGee. Back to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Now the pass to Carmelo. Pass to Simons. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. McGee, chalk up 2 there. And now a 9-point Denver lead.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Jones. Back to Canner. Anthony right side. Pass to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. He can't get that one to fall. And the Nuggets going the other way.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Jones in the post. Releases from 15. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Gordon, the pass to Harrison. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to McGee. Jokic trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Count that one.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Denver leading by 7. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Porter finds McGee. Back to Porter. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Porter in the corner to the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard looking around. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And then Lillard slams it in.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, Colin will find you.
1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Jokic with it. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here is Lillard. Jokic grabs the miss. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And Covington sends it back.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
Inside, kicks it out to Gordon. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jokic. Here's McGee. Back to Gordon. The pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's off. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting five. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. DH.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had far.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Seeing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Gordon. Also, Michael Porter's out there. Austin Rivers is out there with Jokic. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Hits the jump hook.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Jokic, and the layup is good.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Now here's Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. Porter against Richardson. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Well, a hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Over Gordon. Goes back up. And Porzingis with the lay-in.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And they call the foul, so and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You can see how comfortable Millsap is right now. His confidence growing.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Pass to Powell. A second chance effort. Outside for Redick. Back to Powell. Millsap with the steal. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Stolen by Brunson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Millsap with the steal. Here's Harrison. He dishes it to Green. Tries again. The Mavericks pull it in. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. And the turnover again by Denver. Burke, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Right wing. Here's Harrison. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Gordon. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Hardaway. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Hardaway has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Burke. McGee with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And the Nuggets making a change here. Shot clock at 5. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closer. Here's Marjanovic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The Nuggets trail by 4. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Passes it to Millsap. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Pass break, Dallas. Doncic leading the charge. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Nuggets trail by 4. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And McGee kicks to Porter. Over Richardson. The Nuggets with another miss.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star.
Too much
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
McGee, the pass to Porter. That shot off. Nice D from Doncic. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. J.J. Redick's checked in for Marjanovic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in for Harrison. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Great D that time from Green.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Here's Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Doncic with it. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic outside. Good on the bucket.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And we've reached halftime in this one. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that should do it.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Mavericks. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic passes to Rivers. Over Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Doncic. No dice from the high post. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Morris against Doncic. From the stripe. Count it. Doncic has got 8 points.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Morris dishes to Green. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Green, and there's the defensive 3-second call. Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson finds Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. 17-foot shot on the way. But they'll get another chance.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Harrison. There's the three. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks leading by 14. Out to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jokic throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic looking it over. No good on the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Burke, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And that one's good, Harrison.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dallas leading by 12. Now Brunson. To the inside. Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Campazzo. Burke covering. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Millsap.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Cauley-Stein. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Inside. Poked loose. Stolen by McGee. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Hardaway from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Porter. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points. when he's at the free throw line, pretty much automatic.
Morris outside. The feed to Millsap. The shot, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. The Mavericks shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Burke.
Come get it, come get it.
Dallas again missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. The drive by Jokic. Out to Morris. There's the pass to Jokic. Passes to Millsap. And that one hits back iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
The Nuggets trail by 16. On the wing, Morris. Burke covering. Outside, Gordon. Back to Morris. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, the versatility of this young stud, Jokic, is just ridiculous. Shoots threes, posts up, put the ball on the floor. Did I mention passing?
Brunson against Morris. Now here's Redick. D right on him. Good. Redick's got his first bucket of the night.
They're able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
And here is Morris. He kicks it to Gordon. Back to Morris. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mavericks leading by 16. Dishes it to Burke. Pass to Finney-Smith. Cauley Stein with it. Millsap covering. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The pass to Jokic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for J.J. Redick. Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jokic on top. Right side, Gordon. Porzingis with the steal. The dish now to Doncic. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. They get it again.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Jokic. Buries it down low.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve, adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking it.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. the bustling city of Portland. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard surveying the D. Shoots over Marjanovic. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Here's Doncic. Porzingis high post. Pass to Marjanovic. That shot off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Passes it to Giles. Can't hit from in close.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marjanovic, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Simons, and he jams it with authority.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Dallas also making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, here's Doncic.
Just another way. Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Richardson against Powell. Inside. And it's finished off inside by McCollum. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Porzingis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis has any number of tools on the offensive end, but a nice high percentage look there.
It's Powell on the wing. Richardson covering. The 3 from McCollum bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic passes to Richardson. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. No one near him. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
McCollum outside. Pass to Anthony. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, once he gets the ball in that close, you've already lost. Anthony will find a way to hurt you.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Mavericks trail by 7. Now, here's Burke. That one drops for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And back in. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upper.
I think it comes from the.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Trey Burke is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now the pass to Powell. Burke dishes to Powell. And here is Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up, high post, and Cantor pulls it down.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Giles checked in for Portland. Collum comes in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in. Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland. And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. Outside, Redick. Back to Burke. Hardaway kicks to Redick. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
He has proven to be a quality finisher off the pick and roll. Dwight Powell can adjust midair to get his shot.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Outside, Redick. Lets the 3 fly. The shot that time, not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. Marjanovic down low. He's covered by Cantor. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From 12 feet out. Good on the bucket. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 7. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Richardson. Nurkic with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Now Anthony. McCollum outside. Inside. Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Doncic against Nurkic. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Doncic outside. It's stolen by Anthony. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity, and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
Mavericks trail by 9. 36 seconds left here in the second. The drive by Doncic.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Lets it go from 14. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
McCollum outside. 3 seconds left with the putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can't. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. Burke looking over the floor.
Hey, yo, right here. Yo.
5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. The rebound by Simons.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Back to Lillard. Yes, that goes in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Burke finds Brunson. That shot, no good. Nice D from Lillard.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Cantor. And Portland again with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brunson. Takes it off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard the pass to Simons. Cantor with it. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard with it. Now defended by Cauley Stein. Basket counts. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Brunson. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Simons. Here's Giles. Guarded by Powell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Back to Brunson. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dwight Powell. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. McCollum finds Powell. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Anthony. Redick against Powell. They get it back. Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Dallas.
You know, he's so tough to defend without fouling. Melo puts the defenders in tough spots.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic against McCollum. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Doncic.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Anthony kicks to Nurkic. McCollum against Doncic. Out to Anthony. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Left side, Porzingis. We've got 33 seconds. Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
And here's McCollum for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Richardson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Portland the other way. And now Portland on the break. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Latrey. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And Jones over to help. Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Nurkic with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. A nice shot by Simons. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Doncic, and he gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Doncic against Lillard. The three ball. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Richardson. Good work defensively by Lillard. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, leading by 5.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Doncic, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Dallas with a change here too. J.J. Redick's checked in for Hardaway. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Over Doncic. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Doncic looking it over. And the 3 off target.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Harry Giles is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Doncic trying to get open. Hardaway, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Now, here's Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain
more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Rivers. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good, Lillard. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. A three from McCollum. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Gordon finds Rivers. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Nurkic. To the middle. Here's Covington, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
McCollum against Rivers. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's Gordon, and Covington sends it back. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Here's Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Cuts off the pass. Kanter, the pass to Powell. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Gordon missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Pass to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Back to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic inside. He's against Kanter. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Rivers, and that one drops for him. 6 points for Austin Rivers.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. To the paint. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Green kicks to Rivers. He feeds it to Millsap. And Millsap snaps it in.
And this is what happens when Millsap gets deep inside. Superb at finishing with force.
And here's McCollum. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver, bringing the quarter to a close. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he
I look to the times where things are going well. So,
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. 13 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Feeds it to Porter. Ring shot on the way. Another shot. McGee. Rebounded by Covington, but they get it back. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the left wing. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia.
Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Denver also making some changes. Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Austin Rivers in for Harrison. And it's good for 2. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Lillard attacking. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The pass to Rivers. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Jokic, no good. Here's Covington. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Man, I'm impressed by the level of concentration Covington has on these difficult finishes. I mean, in this league, you have to get used to making shots despite being bumped a little bit or being challenged at a high level.
Powell, the pass to Covington. McCollum, no good. Denver leading by 5. The dish to Porter. To the inside. Nurkic with the steal. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. And that one, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 9 points for Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Lillard looking around. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And that one's good, Jokic. Jokic has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets. And Portland has possession, trailing by 5. McCollum finds Lillard. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Powell. Rivers against McCollum. Outside Covington. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Clock at 4. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Denver in the lead. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Basket good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. For the tie. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
On the wing, Porter. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Right side, Gordon. Knocked loose. Outside, Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. It counts, and the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harrison scanning the floor. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
McCollum against Morris. McCollum outside from downtown. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Morris. Again, the Nuggets score. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Denver on top, leading by... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him to the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Here's Simons. Pass to Anthony. Sweet move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And Anthony drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Here's Simons, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Denver.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, I mean, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Porter dishes to McGee. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Porter dishes to McGee. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Jones looking for an opening to the paint. Kanter kicks to Anthony. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets trail. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thanks, David. Millsap down low. He's against Kanter, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it for the Nuggets. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Kanter. Back to Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 23.
proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. To the inside, here's Jokic. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. That's the foul. McCollum outside. 1:31 left in the game. Launches a 3. Porter pulls it in.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Jokic with the bucket.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
Lillard outside. Stripped away. And so they choose to intentionally foul. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Money!
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
On the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Porter against Lillard. It's Rivers on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And it's Jokic missing. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Porter with the steal. Jokic inside. Powell on him.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Jokic laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work. nestled among the peaks of the... Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, we've got Rivers, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Now, here's Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Porter. Jokic inside. Marjanovic on him, and it's Jokic missing. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Doncic, and he lays it straight in.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Gordon. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here is Doncic. Down low, Finney-Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Jokic with the bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that part.
Here's Marjanovic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
On the wing, Porter. Here's Gordon. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Porzingis. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Richardson. And they double up Doncic. Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson, no good. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, great concentration from Paul Millsap there. He's used to having the score on difficult shots around multiple defenders.
Brunson scanning the floor. Now the dish to Cauley Stein. And the wide open shot from Redick. The Mavericks rebound. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Harrison, no good. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Harrison. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. The layup off target. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 7. We'll get right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the 1. Pass to Hardaway. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Rivers, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And he gets the bucket. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Rivers. Over Redick. Here's McGee. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Outside, Redick from the wing. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. Green against Redick. Green dishes to Millsap. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Millsap attacking, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Campazzo off target from outside. Dallas leading by 7. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. To the paint, here's Jokic. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And the call on the and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes it to Millsap. Campazzo. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 6 points.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Now, Doncic. 6 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's the Dallas Maverick. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making... And that's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Marjanovic in at the center position. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now, here's Doncic. Clock at 6. Hardaway for 3. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 11. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Mavericks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Gordon with it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Gordon.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis inside. Millsap covering. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And Trey Burke subbed in for Porzingis. Brunson finds Burke. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 9.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. And the shot is good.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The three ball looked easy.
Brunson the pass to Burke. And here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley Stein. They get a hand on it. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over McGee. McGee with the block. And Porter, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. Harrison scanning the floor. Passes it to Porter. Lets the three fly. And again, Denver with the triple.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jake.
Porter against Doncic. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops. Doncic has got 10.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Harrison. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Mavericks on top, leading by 8. And time to step aside. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Mavericks leading by 8. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
That one falls for Brunson. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. And there's the pass to Jokic. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Now Marjanovic. Jokic with the steal. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Free throw, good. Jokic. Now here's Brunson. "60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Marjanovic. That one's not going to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Porter with it. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Pass to Jokic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by Dallas. For 3. Millsap grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Rivers kicks to Jokic, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Jokic, that one falls. And now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
And here is Doncic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Paul Millsap. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Passes to Rivers. And the layup falls.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Here's Doncic from deep. Second chance shot. Out to Hardaway. Fires the three. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. He dishes it to Doncic. Richardson for three. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. .129 left in the fourth quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. The pass to Jokic. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
Jokic stepping up big time here.
Mavericks leading by 3. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Cauley-Stein. Count it!
Cauley-Stein stepping up huge.
59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's Jokic top of the key. Nice D from Porzingis.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Richardson gets a wide open look. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now Doncic. But they recover it. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous... David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. That's tipped. Stolen by McCollum. Over Richardson. Nurkic trying to get open, and too long on the shot. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Covington with the bucket.
Good luck at trying to guard Lillard. When he's involved in the pick and roll, he enjoys shredding the D in his passing.
Now Doncic. The pass to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. And Kleba out top of the key. Now here's Lillard. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. Lillard.
Whoa,
what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And here is Doncic. Good work defensively by Lillard.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Doncic feeling it out. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Lillard finds McCollum. There's the triple. 5 on the clock. Covington, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Covington's got 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's McCollum. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The putback. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Doncic against Lillard. With the tip, it's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lillard. Not going to go that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that one is good.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Here's Simons. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched it.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the one spot. Count the basket. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Pass to Hardaway. Dishes it to Cauley-Stein. And it goes down 2 points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Mavs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Simons surveying the D to the inside. Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Well, he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Powell with it. No points in the game yet for him. It's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2. The feed to Carmelo. Powell with the steal. Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. Brunson with it. Back to Cauley-Stein. Redick for 3. Changes up. The shot by Powell, no good. The Trailblazers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The shot by Powell, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Cauley-Stein. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Simons. Pass to Cantor. And Cauley-Stein over to help. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. And then for the Trailblazers, McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And there's 1:45 left in the first half of the game. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Shoots. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. 1:10 left in the second quarter. That one goes in.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spot. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Lillard finds McCollum. Lillard on top, guarded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Richardson. Finney-Smith. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard with it, out guarded by Porzingis, and that one's good. Lillard.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Doncic, he's got 10. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Count that one. Lillard's got 8 points.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And here's McCollum for 3. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Porzingis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Doncic with the steal. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. 13 feet away. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Lillard.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard scanning the floor. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. McCollum finds Lillard. 11 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Marjanovic with it, now defended by McCullough. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and it's Portland with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 16. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Shoots. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Count it.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
1:31 left in the third quarter. The high post shot. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And here's McCollum for three. Takes a three. Lillard again missing. Mavericks leading by 8. Richardson outside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Fires from the line. McCollum, no good. And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Fires from deep. No good from Finney-Smith. Trailblazers trail by 8. And here's the break. Lobs it up for Anthony. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Burke. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And here is Burke. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Dallas again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Passes it to Kanter. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And Burke has it in the corner. Pass to Brunson. Inside, taken away by Anthony. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Here's Kanter. Shoots over Powell, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Kanter is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Porzingis, stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Anthony. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Dallas shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Back to Porzingis. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And here are the Mavericks now. The lead is 2. Doncic passes to Kleba. To the inside. Finds the shoot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Powell. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Doncic outside. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Over Anthony. Marjanovic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Back to Doncic. Plenty of space. Bullseye. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Doncic against Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic, here we go. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Lillard against Doncic. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Doncic. Marjanovic down low, covered by Anthony. Here's Porzingis. And the shot is long.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
No, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
And it's Lillard again missing. Richardson with it, stolen by Cantor. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. He's off from 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
you